That comes at the end of my presentation. But let me first talk a little bit about Kiko Ventures. So good morning, everybody. I'm Arne. I'm one of the founding partners of Kiko Ventures, which launched here at Ecosummit 1 year ago. So it's great to be back, and this is mainly about telling you what we've been up to over the last year. Before I talk about that, let me talk a little bit about Kiko itself and what we're doing. So Kiko stands for climate. We are a climate fund, and we think there's sort of broadly 3 dimensions which characterize us. Firstly, experience. The 3 founding partners as Kiko, we have all been 20 plus years in and around the climate space. So we've seen the ups and downs of this space. And we've seen that climate startups often don't follow a predictable path. So if you do enterprise SaaS or drug development, you have your SaaS napkin and your phase 1 to 3 trials, and it's all relatively clear what the roadmap is, what the game plan is. In climate, that's not so much the case. So experience matters, industry connectivity matters as you figure that out. Secondly, also because there is no clear game plan, you want flexibility. Kiko is really optimized for flexibility. So we've created a different funding structure than is typical in the venture industry. We don't have an LP fund, we have evergreen capital. That means we don't have fixed time or cash constraints. We also don't have a traditional fixed return mandate, so we can straddle the risk-return spectrum from venture building all the way to relatively late-stage situations. And finally, you can't do this at small scale. So we created a 400 million platform, which is roughly half existing portfolio, whose proceeds we can recycle, and half is a plan to invest 200 million over 5 years. 1 to 10 million initial invest, but the flexibility also means our doubling down may be more and more aggressive and come later than is typical for an LP fund. So we can be with you the whole journey. And if you put this all together, we hope we are very, very aligned with the entrepreneur throughout the entire journey and are a full life cycle investor, if you want. Now, this is all theory, and last year, Jan challenged us and said, well, you're talking about your theory, tell us what you actually have been doing. So let's do that. Here is an example for venture building. That's a company called OxCCU. Here we identified a need, sustainable aviation fuels and the technology, the ability to create hydrocarbons in a single catalysis step from CO2. So we then helped the academics to create the company. One of the Kiko team members, Andrew, became the CEO. We capitalized the company with $1.5 million out of Kiko. And since then, the company has gone from strength to strength. So we just raised an oversubscribed Series A at 23 million about a year after that initial venture build. So very, very happy about this one and think there's a great future for this company. Another example for this sort of entrepreneurial investing is Tado. This is a much more established company, so in many ways, the other end of the spectrum, it's very late stage. It's a market leader in smart thermostats. Many here will know the company. Yet there is an opportunity to build something much bigger and more interesting out of Tado. The company acquired another company called Avatar, which is a real-time energy provider, a real-time tariff energy provider. So these sort of hourly tariffs that people talk about. And if you put the two things together, we believe we can build the energy company of the future, where you combine selling energy in a real-time manner with home controls. And Tado is well positioned because it's already an European leader in one of those two components. So that was a much larger round, 50 million growth round. We did with Trill Impact, the Walmart family office, and a few other people. Quite a lot more we did. I don't have time to go into all of this. Hysata, Sunborn, 2 more venture builds. Hysata, similarly, we put a team member in and it succeeded in creating a big round. In First Light, that's a fusion company. We had the first fusion result last year. Oxa is in the automotive driving space. They raised about 140 million last year. So lots has been going on. You'll hear more about Vital in the next presentation. But we haven't just been busy on the portfolio and investment side. In the UK, we've worked on policy work together with others. We've pulled Cleantech for UK together. You can see here this image with Bill Gates and Rishi Sunak. So we're really trying to be influential and not just do investing. In Germany, we're becoming more active. We just created a Berlin office, which is my living room right now. So I just moved here and looking for space still, but hopefully do more around here. Unusually, even though we're new and growing, our team has been shrinking because we lost Andrew into OxCCU. So we're definitely hiring. If you know some good people, let us know. Thank you very much.